Tiffany Hall. I'm a chiropractor and a neurophysiologist. I also have dual roles as a physician, and so my job right now consists of working 7 days a week. Part of transitional phase, mostly due to fear. I'm trying to leave the hospital completely and go full time into my practice.
The reality is you're going to go out and you're going to get the same kind of health care because you can afford it. Your lifestyle's not going to change because you can afford it. So really it's all in your mind telling you that like I'm not good enough or I'm not ready or what if. The reality is the what if is still there with your job. At any point in time they can wake up and say, you know what, I don't like Tiffany no more. Let's put Tiffany out. Let's let Tiffany go. And then you have to find another job. That's the way jobs work. It's no different than your business. And the big thing about business is if you go somewhere and you do a terrible job and they don't want to hire you anymore, there are 1,000 other people who still need patient care. And they're gonna always be looking for someone like you, especially black people. You know, I think in our particular community, we're always looking for service providers who look like us. It's a very rare commodity. And so that means that's always gonna keep, I think about my orthodontist or my dentist or my PCP, like we're gonna go there because you don't see many of us anyway.
Right. Today I got a call from somebody that I did a speaking engagement for 2 years ago that I almost said no to because they couldn't meet my price requirements. I almost said no, and that one engagement has been paying bills for 2 years. All it takes is that one opportunity.
Whether you stay in this job with this security and stability that you believe you have, or whether you get out here and do it on your own, that debt that you're using as an excuse to keep you in there ain't gonna change. The reality is that me, your therapist, Mercedes, all of us are here to tell you it's time to let it go and move on about your life because you'll be there forever. And 40 years from now, you'll look up and you'll be stable and happy in a big house. But you'll always question, what if I really went forward? Goes on, how far could I have gotten? How much money could I have made? It's disrespectful to this beautiful business card. Yeah. To not have it's a whole spine and gold foil on the back of your card. Like, why go this hard for a brand that you're not gonna follow through on? It doesn't make sense.
I was working at Charlotte Russe. Every weekend I was going to school. I came here to go to art institute, and so I was like, I wasn't, it's like, you know, you say you're in your 20s, you know, you don't really need a lot of money.
Yeah.
You just want a lot of money. So I was working at Charlotte Russe, and then I picked up a serving job, and it was like, you would make twice as much money as you were at the retail job. I'm like, okay, cool, great. So I'm working both jobs, killing myself, and I'm going to school, But I didn't know what my niche was then. I'm just thinking like, I just need to make money. I'm just trying to figure it out because at that time, I'm not even knowing like photography is about to be my thing. Right. Learn more about my niche. I really knew I liked fashion photography. And then I didn't know that there was money in it. Yeah, so I didn't know that there was money in it. But then I'm starting to pick up like equipment. You know that photography is not a cheap profession. So I don't want to be like 27, 28, you know, like waiting tables, waiting on it's a Russian roulette, trying to pick up, you know, thinking I'm gonna make this money, but it's not a salary or anything. So I get more into my profession and I get more into learning my craft. I mean, I got the degree, but like now I have to exercise it, and now I have to buy the equipment. Now I have to have a process, and so if that's not going right, then we're always quick to go back to what we used to. So do I go back to folding clothes at Forever 21 or Charlotte Russe? Or I picked up a couple of jobs, but I don't know now. I really love what I do. I don't know if anybody else wakes up every morning and like, I really love what I do. Like I don't know. Do you wake up every day and feel like, yeah,
I go to the alignment.
They go to,
yeah, go to the alignment.
But most days, yeah. I mean, of course, everybody has a day where they like burnt out. They like, I just want to vacation. I just want to take a whole day off. You know, instead I just want to sit back
people
here.
show up, you don't change. Because I feel that way until I see the people, and then they be smiling and Dr. Trapping, and I be happy again.
Because it reminds you of your purpose.
Yeah.
It reminds you of your purpose.
I am a jack of all trades right now. It's very interesting, all this conversation we're having. I'm soaking it all up because where you are right now is very interesting because I jumped, all right? I jumped, but I jumped backwards. Does that make sense? So, for example, I jumped into a job. You need to understand that. I had the right game plan from Jump Street, but I jumped into a job, right? Because I didn't have faith in myself. What that means is, simple. It seems very easy when, you know, on paperwork, people give you a high five when you get that job. It's 150 likes in 5 minutes when you get that job. But in planning and execution, it's 5 likes, it's 4 likes, it's no likes. It's your voice. It's you not liking yourself. Gosh, I just woke up maybe like a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, you know, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna watch so many people. I meet so many good people. Like, that's how I met Cimone. I meet so many good people wherever they are in life, and I'm like, oh, I see where you're about to go. Like, I get that opportunity. I'm lucky enough to meet you in the middle of your grind. You're probably on the next phase of your life. You're probably in the middle of doing something. And I'm lucky enough to help facilitate certain things in your life in real estate and property management. So I kind of started thinking in the back end of that. It's like I started making my friends, and I'm looking at my friends, and I'm like, look at Cimone, look at you, girl, doing all this stuff. And we used to have little jokes about, like, I said, this is gonna happen for you, and like that was like 3 years. That was like 2 years ago. And I'm like, well, I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, boy. Well, that's happening, boy. You know, it's like really happening, and I'm proud of you. And I was like, you know what? That same type of energy exists in us all.
I was in an advertising agency, and I was praying to God one morning, and praying to God, asking like, what is my next move? Because I knew, the next year I was going to quit my job, and then that fall of 2015 I got fired. So I had prayed to God that morning and asked him like, what is my next move? When do you want me to jump? When, you know, what's going on?
Right.
And so I walked into the building, and I told my friend that was there that I felt like I was gonna get fired. And so I got an email like an hour later from my supervisor, and he said, meet me at 2 p.m. So I went to his office. He walked me down into another room, and it was a lady sitting on the couch. I honestly do not know who this is. And so it was HR, and she passed me the papers and said that I was being terminated. And I was like, for what? I didn't have any type of notifications, no write-ups. So I just knew right then and there that God was pushing me into my purpose. Even though I was planning on quitting when you were saying saving up money. So my plan was to save up money, see how much I can make within 6 months. So I was, at the time I was making $45,000. Within 4 months, I made $20,000 with my freelance business, and so I was like, okay, so I can basically make double, triple, quadruple of what I'm making now. And so that's how I was like, I had a plan, but after that, basically my lease ended, and my bank account was, I wouldn't say negative, but I only had a couple thousands left. So I guess it doesn't matter if you're saving up or not, because ultimately I lost it and then had to rebuild it back up.